Today, Washington State Governor Jay Inslee announced a phased-in approach to in-person learning. He says it's based on new data the state didn't have 6 months ago or even 3 months ago.
Both from national experts at MIT, Brown University, and Harvard, and from experts here in Washington.
Inslee showed this graph. On the far right is the risk of infection for remote learners. The risk level is similar to students attending in person with safety protocols.
But we're confident that these risks are reasonable, again, as long as we adhere to health and safety measures, like wearing masks, maintaining 6 feet of physical distance, increasing cleaning and improved ventilation.
And he says COVID-19 outbreaks have been relatively small, even in counties with higher COVID activity. Half of the outbreaks this fall consisted of 3 or fewer cases. Based on all that information, the governor approved new health metric recommendations.
Once the required safety measures are in place, when COVID cases represent less than 50 residents per 100,000 in the district, in-person learning should be available to all students.
If there are greater than 50 cases, but less than 350, districts are encouraged to phase in-person learning, starting with middle school students. If COVID cases are above that 350 threshold, Inslee says districts can bring in elementary students and those with high needs in small groups of no more than 15.
These parts of our plan are recommendations as to when to return more students. They are not requirements. As governor, I have the authority to close schools, or actually the Department of Health, for emergencies. I do not have the statutory authority to make them reopen.
Camas Schools Superintendent Jeff Snell also attended the press conference with the governor.
Over the course of the last 3 months, we've been able to increase incrementally the number of students that are getting in-person experiences.
He says having small groups of students come for in-person learning was daunting at first.
Then you start to realize that the mitigation strategies are in there for a reason, and it's doable.
Governor Inslee also said the state's safety protocols, like mask wearing and social distancing, have to be followed in order for districts to bring kids in for in-person learning. And he also said that $3 million from the CARES Act will go toward helping schools develop safety plans. Christine Pitawanich, KGW News.